I think the entire venue in Singapore was still in a dazed state from last night because there was 5 heats this morning and there wasn't really much to report. I'm going to move through these heats really quickly. I'm going to recap day 5 heats of the World Aquatics Championships in Singapore 2025. But before I do that, I'm just going to let you know that if you want to see more World Championships content, please do subscribe to this channel. I'm only bringing you a lot of it. And also that I have some sales on my website right now, www.TheSwimsuitGuy.co.uk. Most importantly, my Raw Speed membership, the best membership subscription. If you want to swim faster at the 50 meter events, it's 50% off for the first month using code Singapore50 with a capital S. That means it's just £23.50, and it's also half price right now for my middle distance training program. Actually, no, it's not. That's like 66% off. It's down from 150 to 50. And also my 100 race-based training programs are also reduced. On top of that, I also have Finney's Rival tech suits for £60 on my website. Knee skins, open back, closed back. These are flagship tech suits, £60. It's a ridiculous price. And I also have arena caps with my Epic logo on. And these caps look great. These come in molded silicone, they come in 3D race, they even come in the Aquaforce wave caps. All the caps you see the best swimmers wearing at the World Champs, you can buy on my website. Although the 3D soft and Aquaforce wave might be sold out by the time you listen to this message. Without further ado, let's get into the results. We started off with a women's 100 freestyle this morning where, well, we really didn't see anyone show their hands. Considering it's going to probably take 52 low to win this event, 53.4 was the fastest seed for semi-finals with Molly O'Callaghan. We know Molly doesn't really push in the morning, so the fact that she is first seed with a 53.4 really shows the situation here. And Marit Steenbergen will be good. She's defending world champion. She was 52.5, tied with Sarah Curtis for second. And you've got people like Beryl Gastadello, Olivia Wunsch, who had a great relay anchor leg on the first night. We've even got Bara Simonova, who I'm a big fan of and have helped coach this year, going in through in 9th. And Tori Husk, who was my favourite before this meet started to win this event, who is not having a great meet, maybe due to illness, was back in 11th with 53.99. We then moved on to the men's 200 backstroke, where I'm excited to report my boy Jan Žejka from the Czech Republic is indeed making it back into the semi-finals tonight. He's on a season's best of 1:56.79 for tied 11th with Christian Bacicia, the very fast Italian who's been knocking out 52s all meet. Not only did Jan make it back, but we did have a couple of misses in this event. And I want to go through the misses now quickly. Jack Aikens of the US didn't make it back. Oliver Morgan of the GB didn't make it back. Lucas Martins of Germany didn't make it back. And Thomas Ceccon of Italy didn't make it back. Thomas Ceccon missed the 4x1 medley relay, interestingly, yesterday. I had Christian Bacicia swim it instead. And yeah, didn't look super sharp this morning either from Thomas Ceccon. He did only miss out by 0.04 because in 16th was Peter Kotzia. So I think a lot of these guys have been racing a bit this week, trying to reserve energy. But as I said, you try and reserve too much energy and you won't have to use any more because you won't make it back for the evening swim. Canada's Blake Tierney has a lane 4 in the second semi tonight. His first seed with a 1:55.1 just ahead of Luke Greenback, who's probably on a bit of a vengeance tour after getting disqualified in last year's Olympic semi-finals. He's a great swimmer and Olympic medalist in the event. And yeah, maybe a medal threat for GB at this meet. We then have both the women's and the men's 200 breaststroke. I think it's the first time on the whole schedule we've got back-to-back of the same events. The women's 200 breaststroke, I mean, basically world record plus 9 makes it back. That's the equivalent of 2:14 making it back in the men. And I thought the men's, it was pretty slow to make it back, but it wasn't that slow. In fact, P plus 9 is the equivalent of 1:51 in the men's 200 freestyle making it back. I think it's really slow. 16th was Argentina's Celebos in 2:26.82, just holding out Mary Sophie Harvey. First seed was Evgenia Chikhanova in 2:22.3. Still probably a reserve swim. That's PB plus 5 for her. She's just ahead of Kate Douglas. And we know it's going to be down to them too when it comes to the final. Ingrid Evans did make it back this time round. And we have the 34-year-old Suzuki Satomi once again make a semi-final. She was a PB for 4th in the 100 breaststroke. I think that's one of my favourite stats of the whole meet. She's the silver Olympic medalist in this event from back in 2012, 13 years ago. The men's 200 breaststroke was also not crazily fast. It's got 2:11.34 from Eric Pearson to make it back. Looking at the results, there's no one you would have expected to make it back missing out. Maybe Hong Kong's Adam Mack, who had a great World Junior Games. He was about 4 seconds off his PB. Beyond that, 2:08.3 was the fastest in the heat from Alex Shigalov. There was 3 2:08s, one also from Ipe Watanabe, one from AJ Pouch, and obviously Chin Hyang made it back, Casper Cobo made it back, Greg Butler from GB made it back, Kirill Prigoda. There was only 4 people sub 2:10. I'm not going to speak at it much more. The morning finished off with the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. I'm not even going to bother speaking about this relay. There was 2 155 splits. There was 1 heat. There was 10 teams. They could have just put it as 1 heat tonight and called it a heat declared winner. I guess they wouldn't have been able to give heat medals out, but come on, what's the point of these swimmers getting up and going in the morning when there's 10 teams? I mean, in fact, one of the 10 teams who missed out was 3 seconds off making a final. That was Korea, and South Africa also missed out. They were 15 seconds off making a final. Thanks for watching this video. It's going to be much more exciting later, so sorry if this seemed a bit dull, but it was a pretty dull morning. But we're going to go live for the finals, and we'll do a live finals recap as well. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in a few hours.